everybody, I'm going to be talking to you about my favorite book covers. Now, mind you, this list is limited to books that I have right now. Now, that doesn't mean that my favorite book cover of all time is in this pile, because I actually, as of right now, the book that I think has the most beautiful cover, I don't own, which is really sad. But I plan on doing this video, maybe twice a year, maybe once a year, depending on how quickly I accumulate new beautiful books. So this is not a be-all end-all list of beautiful book covers, it's just what I happen to have on me right now. Now, mind you, I am not anyone important when it comes to art, and like, who cares about my opinion? I'm not like an artist or a graphic designer or an illustrator or anybody. So all of these opinions that you're going to hear are just based on things that I happen to like looking at, which I think is as worthy of an opinion as anybody's. If I just like it, I like it, and you'll see that there's not really a theme. I don't like a certain kind of book. I just picked books that I just picked because I liked them, and that is it. So the first book that I'm going to talk to you about is Choke by Chuck Palahniuk. I just think this is so cool. It's like all about, it has the anatomy of the human body on it, the musculature system. I just think it is really cool. Unfortunately, it is a glossy cover, so hopefully you're not affected by any of the glare. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with Chuck Palahniuk, and that aside, I tend to like his books, like the illustrations, the covers, the art. Okay, the next one to talk about is We Are the Ants by Sean David Hutchinson. This book was recommended to me by a friend. It's her favorite book, and I thought it was okay. I didn't love it like she did, but there's no denying that the cover is very, very pretty. It has this really nice ombre, this dark, or this gradient, more so this dark blue into this nice yellowy color. It's, it's a sunset or a sunrise, depending how you look at it, and it's got these really cool, it's got these cool lines, almost this kind of star kind of pattern with this great silhouette down here. I just think it's so pretty. This was a fun book to carry around and have, because like I said, even if I don't love the book, if it's a pretty book, I like carrying it around and having it and looking at it. I would be remiss not to mention at least one of the Nicola Yoon books, but I chose The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. Take a look at that. I mean, come on, gorgeous. Both of her books, this and Everything, well, that was also a contender for this list, but I decided to go with The Sun Is Also a Star. I think it's just more eye-catching, more grabbing. But I mean, as long as her books continue to come out with amazing covers, I'm going to continually read them, because, come on, this looks great on your shelf. Look at that spine. Like, that looks great on your bookshelf. The color scheme, just like the texture, totally, absolutely. A million times yes. Nicola Yoon's books. Always. So, the next one to discuss with you, and you have seen this before many times, is The Nest by Kenneth Opel. I just love how this looks. I love that the title of the book is using the negative space created by the, I guess they're honeycombs, of like what's probably like the wasp nest. And I just think that's cool. Like, I saw it on Book Outlet, and I bought it without really knowing anything about it. I read the synopsis. I saw that it was creepy and strange, and people compared it to Coraline, but really what really caught me was the cover of the book. So, and it's a very simple design. It's not anything super artistic and lofty. It's just a really cool image. So, for sure. And I love a book that doesn't have a jacket. This is just the cover of the book, the hardcover of the book, so you don't have to worry about the jacket getting messed up or anything, because it's just the art is just on the book itself. This is another book that I saw it online and I had to buy it. And it is The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. Now, I've had this book before in like a mass market paperback version, but it was just kind of like crummy and, old and falling apart. And I really wanted to get a new nice copy of the story. And I one day was just, I don't remember if a friend of mine pointed it out or if I pointed it out. One of us found the book online, and I just thought, I saw it and I was like, I have to have it. And the title of the book is Metamorphosis, and it's written to look like a giant beetle. If anybody knows anything about Metamorphosis, it's the story of Gregor Samsa waking up one day and discovering that he'd been turned into a giant beetle. and then he just goes about his day. And it's a lot of like symbolism, allegory, and it's just such a really strange, cool little, really short read. So I thought it's really totally appropriate that the word metamorphosis metamorphosized into the physical beetle, like Gregor Samsa did. So take a look at that. It is so gorgeous, so gorgeous. And the last one to talk about today is one of my favorites, one of my favorite covers, probably in the past year, and it is Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. Look at that color. That color stands out. That is brilliant. This book cover just grabs you when you're in the store. You can't miss this book. You may not want to pick it up, but you definitely, your eyes get drawn right to it. Not only is this bright color just so grabbing, but just the fact that like the title of the book, Dark Matter, gets blown up, you know, up on itself. And of course, if you read the book, this actually kind of makes sense with the book, kind of like the words within the words within the words within the words, kind of this cool idea of mimicking the art based on like the themes in the story. Anyway, I just think this is so eye-catching and so just alarming and just great. Like and then it doesn't it's even better that I loved this book so much. So it's a case of a book that I absolutely loved with a cover that I absolutely adore. And I mean, come on, I just can't, I don't know. This is probably my favorite of at least the books that I have currently. Alright guys, so those are the books that I love to look at. I think I had 6 or 7 books. As I accumulate more of them, I might make more of these videos, and maybe I will finally track down and buy the book that I think has the most beautiful cover, and maybe you will see it sometime in one of these videos. Alright, let me know down below what your favorite books are to look at. What are your favorite cover arts? I love judging books by their cover, and I don't always do that, but it helps when a book has an amazing, you know, way to grab your attention. And that's what makes you pick up the book to read the synopsis. Then I think if that does that effectively, then the cover art did its job. All right, let me know down below what your favorites are and what you think about my selection, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!